Hello and welcome. My name is Timmy, and in this video I will introduce you to the basics of the pCon.catalog editor. This tool enables you to design your brand appearance in the pCon.catalog portal and link it to a convincing and informative product presentation. During the next few minutes, I will guide you through the interface and demonstrate with the help of examples how to design your brand page and how to create and manage product families, models, materials and collections. First, let's start with an organizational question. How do you get access to the pCon.catalog editor? You get access to the catalog via your pCon login account. As an administrator, you can claim your brand's catalog via an invitation link. This will create a group called pCon.catalog administrators for your organization. You can then assign members of your organization to this group who can edit the catalog via the editor. Once you log in with your authorized user account, you will see the start page of the pCon.catalog editor. You will find the sidebar on the left-hand side. Here you can edit brand, product families, collections, models and materials for your catalog. At the top right, you can see the catalog that you have been given access to edit. You can also select the language of the user interface. And on the far right, you can see your login information and the button to log out. Click on the pCon.catalog logo to return to the start page at any time. Let's have a look at how to bring your catalog to life. The first category, brand, represents the start page of your brand presence on pCon.catalog, visible to the end user. At the very top is your catalog's display name in the portal. Below this, you can enter further information about your company, such as the company website and location. You have the option of entering a contact address in the email field, which users can use to get in touch with you directly as the manufacturer. This offers added value from a sales perspective, so that questions can be asked quickly and easily, as well as giving users the opportunity to communicate bugs in the catalog immediately to you. It is important to emphasize that this email address is not displayed directly in the catalog. Instead, contact is made via a corresponding form. All the information you enter can easily be customized for different languages and markets. To do this, use the option to add further languages at the top. English should always be filled in, as it is used as a fallback language in the system. You can enter text modules for your brand presence in the slogan and description areas. The slogan appears both on the brand page itself and in the catalog overview. The description helps to briefly introduce the company and its products. I will show you where these two text blocks appear at the end of the chapter when we look at the finished brand page for the user. If your company is active on the various social media platforms, you can link the profiles directly below the description. Now, let's take a look at which images you can use for your catalog. First of all, the company logo is very important, which can be added on the right-hand side. You can either add images in the pCon.catalog editor as a link or upload them directly from a local source. When using links, make sure that they are publicly accessible. Furthermore, you can add preview images and banner images. Preview images appear next to the name and slogan in the catalog overview. Here you can, for example, store products with a high recognition value that immediately catch the user's eye when selecting your catalog. Banner images appear at the top of your brand page. They are displayed prominently as a slideshow and can show the variety of your products and solutions in pCon.catalog. Before we take a look at the finished brand page for the first time, a few words about the publication status, which you can always find at the top right corner of all pages. The colors are similar to a traffic light system. A yellow color indicates that the catalog itself is live, but there are changes that have not yet been published. You can save your changes as a draft at any time using the small arrow. If you click on Save and Publish, the changes will be applied and go live immediately. The publication status then changes to green. To make your catalog invisible, you can set it to red by clicking on Unpublish. The catalog, including all models and other content, is then deactivated for users and can no longer be found. We will now switch to the finished brand page of your catalog to give the mentioned terms a visual context. In pCon.catalog, you can switch to Brands and search for the catalog you just created. Here you can see that the logo, the preview images, the catalog name and the slogan are displayed within the small tile. One click takes you to the brand page. At the top you can see the banner images as a slideshow, as well as the links to the website and social media. Clicking on the contact button opens the mentioned form. The description appears directly below, and if you scroll down further, you will see the slogan visually highlighted. Those were the basics for creating your brand presence on pCon.catalog. Now let's switch back to the editor and take a look at how you can create product families for your catalog. Product families are groups of models or materials that can be presented together. Another term for product families could also be product series or programs. Each model can only be assigned to one product family. When creating the catalog structure, we start with the families. This allows us to select the appropriate product family later when adding the models to the catalog. You start by giving the product family a name. You can add a short description and further detailed information about the series using the text input. You can also add product images for the family using the mask you're already familiar with. As you can see, there are various ways to reach your goal. In the lower area, you can assign models that have already been added to this product family. As we have not yet created any models for this example, we will leave this area blank and click on Save as Draft under Save and Publish at the top right. Back in the list overview, you can now see the family you have created. By clicking on the name, you can return to editing at any time. You can duplicate or delete families using the three dots at the end. Let's jump ahead a little further. You can see that I have already created a list of different product families. Using the multi-selection at the far left, you can edit several families at once. For example, to publish several families at once, select the relevant entries and click on Publish at the top. You are now able to create and manage product families. Next, let's take a look at how to add models to your catalog. Models are entries in your catalog that contain both CAT data and their metadata. Click on Create a new model to open the familiar screen. After you have given the model a name, you need to assign each model to a category. You can find a suitable category for your model using the drop-down menu or by entering text in the search field. Next to this, you can put your model into one of the previously created product families. Then enter a short description and a detailed product text for your model. Now comes an important point, the 3D data. By clicking on Add Download, you can, for example, upload a DWG file to your model. What makes this convenient is that you only need to upload one file format at this point. Other CAD formats such as 3ds, FBX or OBJ are generated in the background from the uploaded 3D model. These are automatically available to the user when they open the download window. There's also an augmented reality representation available for each model. Of course, you can always upload additional formats that are not automatically generated in the Downloads tab. After the upload, a small camera icon appears next to the model. You can use this icon to automatically generate images of your model from the CAD geometry. This works for a variety of formats, not just DWG files. By clicking on Add Images, these images are automatically added to the product images for the model. Here you can drag them in order, delete images or add further product images. The image that is set as the first image is also the preview image of your model in the catalog overview. When you are finished creating your model, save it and go back to the list view. Let's step forward again at this point. I have now created more models and would like to show how you can efficiently process a large number of models. To find the right entry in the list, you can search for specific entries or use the filter function. For example, you can select different operators or combine several filters. This is especially relevant for managing large amounts of families, collections, and models. You can also use the multi-selection in the list view to adjust settings for several elements. Once you have selected one or more items, the icons are highlighted at the top center. Here you can add the selected items to collections or remove them, change the product family or category, and add further properties. Last but not least, you can publish the models that are saved as drafts in a single step and make them available to your pCon catalog. For some of you, it may be relevant to offer materials in your catalog in addition to the models. For example, if you are a manufacturer of floors or wallpapers. Materials can be provided instead of the models or in addition to the models in pCon catalog. Materials are created in the same way as models. Create a new material, assign a product family, and add a description and images. In the Downloads area, you can upload material data, for example, as images or in MATS format. In the list view, you can also perform mass operations and edit the categories, publication status, and other parameters. Let's have a look at the last open section of the pCon catalog editor, the collections. A collection describes a group of models or materials that can be presented together. A model or material can be part of multiple different collections. You create collections in the same way as product families. You assign a name, a description, and you can upload corresponding images. The content of collections can cover both product groups and theme worlds. For example, you can present all seating furniture in a collection, but also products that can be used for an office, the outdoor area, or cozy sitting. The collections help users to find different products across different subjects. You can use the model selection to select models that you want to add to your collection. If you want to assign all models of a product family, you can also set a filter and select several models for your collection. As an alternative, you can assign models using the mass operation in the models section or directly when creating each model. The order in which you create your catalog is up to you. You can create the product families and collections first and select them immediately when creating the models, or upload models first and assign families and collections to them together later. And that's the basics of the pCon.catalog editor. To finish, let's take a look at the completed catalog page. Below the banner images, you will now find the collections, product families, and models that have been created. Clicking on the model opens the description text, and here you can see that the user can share the model, view it on a smartphone in augmented reality, and download it in various formats so that it can be used in the desired application. Now we are at the end of this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact your sales partner or our support team. Check out the follow-up video on creating and managing imported OFML data in the pCon.catalog editor. Thank you for your attention and have fun working with the pCon.catalog editor.